Welcome back to the channel guys, and in today's video we are going to see 5 battles featuring very cringy team, and it not only consists of Shadow Victreebel, it consists of double debuff mons. So I think it's way beyond cringe. So these battles have been submitted to us by a very strong trainer from Delhi. His name is SarcTechie. So I'm expecting a lot of good plays along with a lot of cringiness as well. So stay tuned for that, and if you want to submit your battles to us and feature them in the video, there is a form in the description down below, so submit us via that form. And if you want to talk to me, there is a battle set Discord servers link down in the description, so make sure to join that group. And needless to say, if you like the video, if you like the content, do make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's move on to the team composition. And the team he is running is Drifblim, Dewgong and Shadow Victreebel. So obviously both Drifblim and Dewgong will be running ice events to debuff your mon, and on top of that he is running Shadow Victreebel, so it will be just doing a lot of damage. And he is running Shadow Victreebel with just leaflet, and I think if he adds acid spray to this mon, I think his team will attain a whole new level of cringiness. I don't need to say that the team does horribly in the PV book rating, because it's not a very good team. It's basically a meme team or a cringy team, and that's why I've added a bit of surprise in the video. And today's video will be at the normal battle speed. I have not fastened it up because I was trying some meme editing there, so you'll see that in the first battle what I'm trying to say. And without further delay, let's start with the battles and see how the battle goes. So let's see, he's in a Skarmory lead, and I think this lead favors Drifblim if Drifblim is able to land Shadow Ball. So I think this matchup depends totally on the opponent, if he manages to pick the bait right or not. So he's straight away going for Shadow Ball, and I totally get if the opponent will not shield this, because I have been in situations where I'm facing Drifblim and I'm expecting an ice event, and the opponent just manages to land Shadow Ball. And that's the beauty of Drifblim, because if you don't get the bait right, then it's probably horrible for you. So now this Drifblim can go for ice event to potentially take this match. So going for ice event, and let's see if the opponent will shield or not. So the opponent will shield there, and I think he if he wants Drifblim to stay alive, he needed to invest that shield. But I think this Sky attack will bring down this Drifblim very low, and Skarmory can just AS slash this Drifblim down. Barely able to. He was very close to an Sky attack there, ice event there. Sorry, he is farming down this Skarmory with his Dewgong. So let's see what the opponent comes back in. The opponent comes back in with Surface. So Surface will be doing super effective damage with those counters, but will get debuffed with this ice event. So let's see if this Dewgong grabs the shield or not. So the opponent invests a shield in their Surface, and I think even with the debuff, the Surface will not be able to take out this Dewgong. So Dewgong barely survives, but he switches it into Shadow Victreebel. So let's see what the opponent will have in the back. He definitely don't need to shield this leaf blade, because even though Shadow Victreebel is squishy, it will not work. One stun fisk, and I think that's basically up, and the opponent realizes that and quits. So yeah, very good game, and yeah, that one stun fisk, I feel bad for him. So he's now in a Shadow Victreebel lead, and this lead will favor Drifblim, because all the moves coming in from Shadow Victreebel will be resisted, and opponent realizes that and switches it into Skarmory. So he's going for Shadow Ball again, and let's see if this one shields or not. So the opponent does not shield, and again, like, I totally get it if you don't shield, but I think if I was in the opponent's position as well, I would have shielded the first move, because generally you will not expect the Skarmory player to shield. So it's safe to go for if it's safe to invest a shield. But yeah, again, I totally get it. So going for ice event again, and at this point I can imagine the opponents thought that this guy is running double ice event, and but the opponent has Scrafty in the back, so he will be doing super effective damage with those counters and will get those attacks debuffed with the power up punch. So the opponent might be slightly okay with that, but the attack will reduce down to normal because they are going for ice event, and they are not expecting a shield as Crafty's end because it will be resisted, and I think will get counter down here, getting a bit of lag, but it depends on what he comes back in with. He comes back in with Shadow Victreebel, so Scrafty will be, I think that's you need to, if it's not a foul play, it will be very bad play from the opponent's end, and they go for foul play. So foul play will do a lot of damage onto this Victreebel, so they come in with Victreebel of their own, and they have saved 2 shields for their Victreebel, so looking good. Not looking good for SarcTechie because these Leaf Blade they will definitely would want to shield, because again Drifblim is quite squishy, and yeah, you definitely would want to shield your Drifblim. So going for ice event again, maybe not expecting, I think definitely Victreebel would shield there. So I think SarcTechie is tasting a taste of his own medicine, because Shadow Victreebel again, their Shadow Victreebel is very low, so yeah, we'll get Razor Leaf down, and yeah, losing that match, I think it was still very close. So moving on to the next one, and they are in a Sunny Cherrim lead, so again a very favorable lead for this Drifblim, because they will be doing super effective damage with those ice events, and will be reducing their attack as well. So this is definitely a weather ball, so don't need to shield that. And the opponent will make a swap to Registeel, so it will be interesting to see how SarcTechie plays it out. Maybe he will swap out to Shadow Victreebel, because it will do a lot of damage, even though Razor Leaves are resisted. And no, he is staying in this matchup. Okay, totally. I think I get it for his point as well, because once he applies a shield on the Drifblim's end, and there is no point they will be going Focus Blast. They will definitely would want to go for Flash Cannon, and let's see if he goes for Shadow Ball. So he goes for Shadow Ball, and if the opponent does not shield there, it will do a lot of damage to this Registeel. So the opponent will not invest a shield, so looking very favorable, because he will be able to reach another or the Registeel gets to a Flash Cannon. I think the Drifblim will get knocked out with this Flash Cannon at this range, or Drifblim survives, and now he's able to get to a Shadow Ball, so he will be either taking this Registeel out, or will be grabbing the last shield of the opponent. So the opponent will let go of their Registeel, and I think the opponent will regret this decision, seeing the opponent's back, because now he can come in with Dewgong, and Dewgong will do super effective damage with those fast moves as well, with those ice shards. And Weather Ball will not do a lot of damage. It will be neutral though, but since it does not have a stab, it will not do a lot of damage. And the opponent swaps to Azumarill. Shield the Ice Beam and farm this Azumarill down. So yeah, I think that was a proper Uno moment for this Azumarill, and I think if you're running Shadow Victreebel, that's the matchup you want to be in, because yeah, I mean, landing Shadow Victreebel on Azumarill or any water type, or even like any Mudkip or Swampert is even better. So this Sunny Cherrim will take a lot of Razor Leaf damage, but I think that at this point the game is wrapped up, because the Dewgong can come in and just ice shut down this Sunny Cherrim now, and the opponent will lose with a shield intact. So yeah, good game. Up against Crazy President 3. So yeah, very innovative name. And let's see what the opponents starts with. So they have a Alolan Marowak, and this matchup totally depends on who lands the ghost move on which player. So getting a bit of lag there, but he's going for Icy Wind bait this time around, and if the opponent does not shield that, he will be in a very difficult spot. So the opponent shields the Icy Wind, so he's getting the baits and not baits at to the point. So he will shield this Shadow Wound correctly. So but I think SarcTechie is now in an advantage, and the opponent recognizes that and swaps to Wigglytuff, and they come in with Shadow Victreebel, which will do a lot of damage to this Wigglytuff. And charms are doing a lot of damage, but not enough. These Razor Leaves are just chunking away and overpowering this Wigglytuff. But Alolan Marowak can come in, and I think the Alolan Marowak should not shield there, because the opponent still, the SarcTechie still have Shadow Ball charged up. But yeah, I think if I were in the opponent's position, I definitely would not have shielded that Leaf Blade. So SarcTechie will shield this. The Shadow Bone, I think it's a Shadow Bone, right? Yeah, the opponent throws Shadow Bone, but now the opponent will eat a Shadow Ball to the face, and yeah, now we will have to see what the opponent has in the bag, because it will come down to the last Pokemon. And they have an Obstagoon in the back, and with Dewgong, I think it will not be very favorable matchup. But this Drifblim will send a parting gift by throwing in an Icy Wind. If this Obstagoon gets a Night Slash boost, then it's a very different story. Let's see if this opponent gets the Night Slash. The opponent does not get a Night Slash boost, and it will be interesting to see if they are running Cross Chop or Gunk Shot. By the looks of it, I think it's a Night Slash. We will have to see. Or they are running Cross Chop, but this Obstagoon will get debuffed again with the Icy Wind coming in from Dewgong. And I think at this point, with double debuff, this Obstagoon cannot take out this Dewgong, because Dewgong is very bulky and it can survive double debuffed Cross Chop, in my opinion. So let's see if the Dewgong survives or not. But it's a Night Slash, so definitely Dewgong survived that, and Dewgong will be able to Ice Shout, or they are getting a bit of lag. Fortunately the lag did not lasted enough time to get a loss, so that SarcTechie takes a loss. So yeah, good game. So he is in a very favorable lead, because Toxicroak cannot do a lot of damage against the Drifblim, and he farmed some extra energy, probably going for Icy Wind, but he did not throw this energy, keeping that energy. But I think he probably should have Icy Winded that Snorlax, but he does not shield the Body Slam, which is probably a very questionable decision, because I think at this range Victreebel will get licked down. So let's see if he's able to get to a Leaf Blade. Barely not able to get to a Leaf Blade, and I think should shield the Victreebel. So he is letting go of Victreebel and losing the switch advantage, which in my opinion is a questionable decision, because now the opponent can match up this Dewgong against its own Toxicroak, which is not good. I think it's kind of a misplay, and he's not even shielding the Dewgong as well. So probably completely relying on the Drifblim. And most likely the opponent can have Dark or Ghost type in the back, because Toxicroak is very weak to Psychic types, and it's only reasonable that he has a Alolan Marowak in the back, something like a Alolan Marowak or an Umbreon. Going for Icy Wind to debuff this Toxicroak. So Toxicroak will shield there, but I think he should try to catch a Mud Bomb, or he's going for Icy Wind to double debuff this Toxicroak, and I'm not expecting a shield at the opponent's end this time around. So definitely the opponent do not shield there, and they are going for a farm down, I think, and I think he tried to catch a Mud Bomb there, so I was possibly right. And the opponent has a Dewgong in the back, so I think he's getting a taste of his own medicine in this time. So going for Shadow Ball, which will get shielded, but Dewgong will spam those Ice Shards and Icy Winds. He has 2 shields though. But at this point I think it's a game lost, because Toxic Rogue is loaded on energy, and he will be getting debuffed with the Icy Wind, and this Shadow Ball now I think will not do a lot of damage. Had it been not debuffed Shadow Ball, I think it would have KO'd the or not KO'd, my bad, the Dewgong has a lot of health, so will get farmed down I think, and or the opponent I think got greedy there, trying to farm down this Drifblim. So definitely I think not shielding that Shadow Victreebel was a misplay, or not icy winding that Snorlax, because this Dewgong barely has enough health, and he recognized that and do not want to waste any more time and just let go of their Dewgong. So yeah, good game. Yeah, good game. I think definitely a misplay from SarcTechie's end. And that's it for the video, guys. So not a lot of cringe in my opinion. I was expecting a lot though. So this is kind of a meme team for me, and that's why I had some meme fun going on. So regardless, if you like the battle, if you like the content, do make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to join our Discord. And looking forward to see you there. Thank you for watching.